Amigos, welcome to part two of introducing yourself in Spanish. In the last video, we learned how to ask somebody's name and how to say your name and where you're from, where you live. And let's review really quick. We're going to go through the first one. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Armando. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Mi nombre es Armando. ¿De dónde eres? Soy de México. Remember, this is asking where are you from, and this is asking where you live. Vivo en Estados Unidos. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Tengo 33 años. ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Remember, don't mix them up. ¿Cuántos is how many? ¿Cuándo is when? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? Mi cumpleaños es el 2 de junio. Remember, these are j sounds. We left off in ¿qué te gusta comer y beber? Remember, me gusta and te gusta, what it's actually saying is myself pleases. Yourself pleases. This is why we don't conjugate for this. ¿Qué te gusta comer y beber? Me gusta comer tacos y beber café. Now, the next question is saying, what does yourself you dedicate to? Right? So to what that you dedicate you to? So this is literally asking that. But what it's saying is what do you do for a living? So if somebody asks you this, ¿a qué te dedicas? They're just saying what do you do for a living? But it's literally saying what does yourself dedicate to? ¿A qué te dedicas? You can answer in many ways. You can say soy tutor de español. I am a Spanish tutor. Trabajo en una oficina. I work in an office. Or you could even say me dedico a las finanzas. I dedicate myself to finances. So there's many ways you can answer this question. It's a little different from asking en qué trabajas, which is saying what do you do for work? More of a literal question of like your job and profession. The next question, the next few questions are going to use the word tienes. Remember, tienes is saying, do you have? Tienes hermanos. Do you have brothers? And you'll respond with something like this. Tengo, which is I have, una hermana mayor y un hermano menor. Mayor is to say older, menor is to say younger. Notice that we're saying una for hermana and un for hermano. The next question is saying, ¿tienes mascotas? Tienes mascotas, which means, do you have pets? Tengo un perro y un gato. I have a dog and a cat. Tengo un perro y un gato. The next question is asking if you have children. ¿Tienes hijos? ¿Tienes hijos? And this is asking if you have children. Remember, H is silent here. ¿Tienes hijos? Tengo un hijo y una hija. ¿Tienes hijos? Tengo un hijo y una hija. I have a son and I have a daughter. The next question is saying, ¿tienes novia? Or ¿tienes novio? Novia is for girlfriend. Novio is for boyfriend. And lastly, ¿estás casado? ¿Estás casado is different from ¿estás cansado? The first one has an N on it, and that is asking if you're tired. So be careful. You might get them confused. Estás cansado with an N is are you tired? And estás casado is asking if you are married. If you want to respond to that, you could say, yes, sí, mi esposa se llama María. Or mi esposo se llama Juan. If you're divorced, estoy divorciado or divorciada. You can say if you're male or female. And you could say soy viuda or viudo if you're widowed. Or if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, you could just say tengo novia or tengo novio. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.